Hey, Sammy. So, you know, when Nick Cage is beating the crap out of animatronics, it's not blood, but it's like oil and grease that comes flying out.
Yeah.
It gets all greasy and stuff. Our crack effects team will make the black oil appear on your face. Sounds fun?
Sounds amazing.
Right. It won't be real, you know.
But it will feel real.
No, it won't feel real.
No,
it'll look real after we edit it.
No, it's going to feel real.
From an acting standpoint. You ready?
Yes. Wow, is it all over my face?
Yep.
Wow.
All in CGI.
You have something on your face as well.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's white.
I'm going to have words with Paco.
Hi, I'm Sammy.
And I am Robert. And today we're going to review an action-packed movie from 2021 called Willy's Wonderland, starring Nick Cage. What's it about?
Well, it's about a quiet drifter who gets offered a janitorial job to fix his car, and it ends up being at this place called Willy's Wonderland. Let playtime begin.
Let's go kill some animatronics! So if you haven't heard, this movie came out. It came to my attention a few months ago before it came out. It was available for very expensive, pay-per-view type thing. You can now stream it in a couple different places or rent it for way less. Nick Cage. Do you love Nick Cage or do you hate Nick Cage?
I was a fan of National Treasure.
Because it seems to me that you either love the guy or you hate the guy.
He has quite the past.
I kind of love the guy, but, your mileage may vary. So the plot is his car breaks down and needs to be fixed, and they say, well, we could work a deal. You take it to this guy, you get your car fixed, and to pay him off, we're going to reopen this kiddie club, which is a lot like Chuck E. Cheese. It's called Willy's Wonderland, name of the movie, right? And it's a Chuck E. Cheese ripoff. It's got animatronic figures, and they have pizza parties and stuff, but the place has been closed for a long time. So they say, hey, Nick, he doesn't even have a name. He's going to be the janitor for this film.
Right.
Yeah, they never refer to a name.
Never had a name.
But they say, hey, Nicolas Cage, go in and you clean it up and, fix it up, clean it up, paint some spots, whatever. And then, you'll be, when dawn comes, you'll be all paid off, and that's fine. First of all, Nick Cage can come clean my house anytime. He does a bang-up job with the janitorial services.
He does.
He does. He drinks Punch Pop, whose slogan is, a fistful of caffeine for your face.
And he had quite a few fistfuls, didn't he?
Oh my God. He loves the stuff. He's got it in his car, so he takes like cases of the stuff out, puts it before they tow away his car. And so I assume that they're patterning this fictional cola after like Bang energy drink or something like that, which I looked it up. It's 300 milligrams of caffeine per can. Now that's a lot. And if you add up like you don't see him drink. I think you see him drink 7 Punch Pops.
I lost count.
But there's a total of like 10 cans in the garbage by the end of the film, and so that's 10 times. That's 3,000 milligrams of caffeine.
And it's on a set schedule.
Yeah, he sets an alarm. Right? You can only have one every hour on his break, because the guy that hires him says, make sure you take plenty of breaks, while you're cleaning. And so that's 3,000 milligrams of caffeine. That's more than half a lethal dose to a human of caffeine. It's 5,000 milligrams will kill you.
Wow.
How much caffeine will kill you?
5,000.
Probably even less for you because you're a petite little thing. But a big strapping fellow like me would require 5,000 milligrams, and he consumes about 3,000. So that's kind of interesting. And for a while, we almost used the cans being crushed and thrown in the garbage as a count of how many sort of adversaries that he battled.
I'll never look at Starbucks again.
You know, well, you could get decaf.
I could. But there's still caffeine in decaf.
There is.
Fun fact.
Yeah. What do you call a cow that's had an abortion? Decaffeinated.
Oh, I'm going to use that, Robert.
By all means. So, there's a theory on the internet that because the janitor in this film, Nicolas Cage, doesn't talk a lot, and he sets an alarm, and he keeps a very rigid schedule. He's very dedicated to his schedule. That the character, whom we don't really get a backstory for, is he might be autistic. And at first I thought, oh my, come on, what are you talking about? And then I thought about it, and I'm like, he might be. I don't really know if that's part of the script. I don't know if that's the way Nick Cage played it. But it's a possibility. They might maybe want to embrace that. He could be like, the autistic movie hero for the 2020s or something. I don't know, but I kind of found that a fascinating theory. But let's get to the heart of the matter. So Nick Cage is the protagonist. Hero, if you will, right? What are the antagonists in this show?
Well, basically, the animatronics are the antagonists.
Yeah.
Or shall I say the whole place? The whole area.
Well, I mean, I think it's the animatronics.
The whole town, kind of.
I believe there's 6 animatronics. So
and then also the police and
they're involved, but it's not like the ball pit comes to life and eats you. It's the 6 animatronic figures. By the way, we've been practicing our animatronic dance moves, so let's do that right now. Our animatronic moves. Okay, that's enough of that bullshit. So, I was worried that... So these animatronics come to life and they step off stage and they're trying to kill Nick Cage. I mean, we all know that's what the movie's about. It's not a spoiler. But I wanted to know why. Now, there's been a couple movies... When I first started thinking about this, I was like, whoa, really? In like 2019... There was a TV movie about the Banana Splits, which was an old TV show from the late 60s that they sort of rebooted in this standalone TV movie. And they're animatronic figures in the movie, and they come to life sort of, and they start killing people or whatever. And that's, in that case, due to a computer glitch. And there was a really horrible movie, Phantom of the Amusement Park or something. It was a Kiss, the band Kiss. The guys with all the makeup and stuff. In, I don't know, the 80s, maybe the 70s, I don't know. And they had at least one animatronic Kiss member who was bad, And then I thought, well, Jesus Christ. They're just robots, essentially. Robots have been going bad, since, like, the 50s. Like, Tobar. It's a movie from 1954. Saturn III with Farrah Fawcett Majors was in that. Westworld started it with a movie in the 70s, and that's all highly animatronic, androidy robots, and now they have a TV series and all kinds of stuff. So... There's a long history of robots, going crazy and killing people.
Yeah.
And
well, what's creepy about these robots is that they kind of look like dolls.
Yeah, but they're giant, life-size, human-size toys.
I think which is always more creepy than just regular robots.
Oh, do those creep you out? Where like
when
dolls
like
and shit
dolls,
come to life?
Yes, I think that's scarier.
But is a little doll? It's like this tall or a ventriloquism doll. Is that scarier to you?
I think
than
any
a
size is pretty
tall,
scary.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm more scared of a 6 foot tall animatronic crocodile that's trying to bite my head off than I am like a little crappy doll like this. But whatever floats your boat.
It doesn't float my boat.
Yeah, there's some tense moments, and there's some other people that get into the building besides Nick Cage, and they're fighting against the animatronics, and you're like, oh my god, how are they gonna die? But it wasn't a particularly scary movie for me.
No, it was kind of like we knew something was gonna happen.
But I was fascinated to watch the whole plot play out. And I will say that why are these animatronics coming to life? Not gonna tell you, but the backstory is good.
Yeah.
It's a good backstory. It's sort of believable.
Right.
It goes back in time it's a little bit of an origin story. They show some flashback footage. I liked it. And I like when movies kind of explain that. And it's believable. I mean, if you believe in that kind of stuff. So there's a pinball machine, obviously, many pinball machines in Willy's Wonderland. And Nick Cage improvised. He did a little dance while he's playing pinball on one of his breaks. And Sammy's going to reenact that scene for us. That was great, Sammy. That was better than Nick Cage.
I'd like to think so.
Lines from the movie.
He's not trapped in there with them. They're trapped in here with him.
It's a great line, and it's clearly referencing Rorschach's line, which is very similar from the Watchmen movie. It's a great line, but I say it all the time.
Oh.
Usually to my co-hosts.
Oh.
I'm not trapped here with you. You're trapped here with me. So Nick Cage is the janitor. It's a lot of fight scenes. I don't know how many he's got. 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. I don't know. Did I sound like Nick Cage?
I don't really know what that was.
I think I sounded like Nick Cage.
Sounds like you were on the bowl.
Let's rate Willy's Wonderland on the pumpkin scale. We'll go with 4. I might give it a 3.5. Look, it's not a scary movie.
It's not a terrible movie.
Unless you're a kid. No, it's not a terrible movie. It's a good movie. It's not really horrifying. But, it's definitely a 4 if you love Nick Cage. If you don't love Nick Cage, it goes to a 3. But I think it's totally worth watching. I think it's going to probably going to become a Nick Cage cult classic. And while you're watching it, be sure to drink Punch Cola, which endorses the October Moviefest.
But don't drink too much.
Punch Cola. Punch Cola. A fistful of caffeine for your face, which they endorse October Moviefest Countdown.